Hello, welcome back to Resident Evil 4 Remake. We are on part 6. We made it to the boathouse after going through a majority of the early intro game right now. We continued from the village to another village section, did the abandoned factory, did some stuff inside the manor, and then worked our way back over here through the churchish area, and now we are in the boathouse. So for the most part, the game has been very faithful to the original and changed up quite a few things, actually. So it's a new spin on a very fan-favorite game. Make sure you open the chest for an item that we need. It is the hexagon piece A. This is important. And over there is an elevator to the firing range. So the shooting ranges were a part of the old game, but not this early. You actually would get your first one like a little bit more mid-game-ish, I would say. This time around, they're actually like sprinkled in most of the chapters, just for added like gameplay, and there's actually like a reward system at the end for completing these things, so they're really worth your time doing the first time around. You can save them until the very almost ending, so in the penultimate chapter is when they will no longer be available. Or after the penultimate chapter, that's when they will no longer be available. So it is in your best interest to do every single range as they come up. Or if you're not really into that kind of stuff, then you can just save them all the way until the near ending. And we'll make note of that when we get to that point. So first, we want to, instead of letting your unused gems collect dust, why not, or gems, guns, collect dust, why not sell them and spend the extra cash to upgrade a weapon you do use? When you sell a weapon you've tuned up, you'll get almost all the expenses you put into it back. There's no catch, mate. We're just rooting for you. So, very nice note there.
There are enough weapons here to get a party going.
Yep, give me that. So, I know earlier I said stuff about, like, I wouldn't want to upgrade my weapons and stuff. It's really there's nothing wrong to do that with. I just like saving onto my money for now in case I do want to buy something later on. And upgrades take a lot of money to do, you know, and you only get a few items in the beginning to kind of sell, a few jewelry slots and a few, what do you call them, jewelries and jewel sets, diamonds and all that stuff. So I choose not to do that because I know I'm going to upgrade my guns over time, but the like 14,000 pesetas that I put into the upgrade power of this shotgun, I'm going to pretty much get all of that back. Like any upgrades you do to your weapons, it's going to sell for like minus maybe like 1,000 or 2,000 pesetas that you put into the actual gun itself. So don't feel bad to upgrade your weapons because you'll get all your money back basically, so you could put all that money into a new gun. And I really like that for the remake. Like, that was never present in the original, because, like, once you put upgrades into a weapon, that weapon would only sell for, like, a little bit more because you did something to it, but not, like, almost full price back. So I'm really, really glad that they're letting us experiment with new stuff and, you know, how they basically handle that. Merchant. I always go for the knife. I would probably suggest upgrading the power of this knife because it's good for boss fights. And then you can upgrade your pistol ammo or your pistol power, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to choose to do that though.
Welcome, stranger. I believe this is your first time having a go in target practice. There's only one rule. Shoot the targets as they pop up. Simple enough, am I right? If you do well, I'll make it worth your while. Big axe and whatnot. Anyway, have fun.
Alright, so what's really different about this is that this little machine will mean a lot at the end of all this stuff. So basically, destroy the pirates and shoot for the high score. Weapons and ammo are limited, and it's all free. Earn tokens based on your score for a chance to win magnificent prizes. Exchange your tokens for charms at a token machine. They're full of treasures that can be found nowhere else. Tips and tricks. You can destroy several targets at once by shooting a nearby dynamite to set off an explosion. Be careful, shooting a sailor will deduct points from your score. Some targets cannot be destroyed with one shot. Shoot as many shots as it takes until they break. If certain conditions are met, bonus targets will be added. However, these conditions will change from game to game. So, these are worth doing. And pretty much the charms are those little dangly things that come from the case. That's the added thing they did to this remake. I have the two from having the deluxe edition, so you get those as well if you pre-ordered the game or bought the deluxe edition. And it just gives you little passive bonuses and stuff like that. So if we look at our case and charms perk at the bottom right, that's what my charms are doing for me right now. And you have the chance of getting new charms from this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down to the range. I really like this because it has like a little Vault Boy art style to the merchant here. 400 points for a pirate with a sword, 200 for the regulars, minus 500 for hitting the sailor, exclamation and question mark for hitting the dynamite, and then 300 for these skull icons. The skull icons are very important. And this is completely different. Like, this is so changed up from the original that it's not even a one-for-one at all. First off, we're doing the range really early. Second off, it was never pirates involved. You were just shooting at, like, the villager pop-up targets, and you were trying to avoid hitting the Ashley targets. This time around, it's pirates. So I don't know if there had to be some censorship or whatever the case might have been. I don't know, but it's a huge change up here. So you walk up to the bell.
Rely too much on a single weapon and you'll find yourself out of ammo, mate.
And we'll see that we have 1A, 1B, and 1C. So basically just like first chapter fucking, section A, B, and C versions of the stuff right now. So pretty much the easiest ones that we're going to get to start out the game with. Top left will show you what weapon is available for the round. So only handgun, only rifle, handgun, and rifle. So you'll have to combine the two to take down all the targets. Your points are based off of how much time you have remaining each round at the end of the entire round. And there's no accuracy involved here. So thankfully there's no accuracy penalty. So you can kind of miss a shot or two. You don't want to miss too frequently because it will mess up your reload, and if you have to reload during a non-reload time, then you more than likely will miss a target because of how fast they are. But yeah, so if you look, you get silver medals for 3,000, 5,000 points. You get your golds from 7,000 and 100% obtention of the skull icons. And we're going to see how that works when we do this. The high score will be tallied at the end of each round. And then the bonus conditions will remain a mystery until you complete a round. So basically what you want to do is play a round out to its fullest, even if you miss, even if you aren't doing good or whatever the case might be, because you want to learn the patterns, because the patterns will never change on the targets. So then you can set yourself up for more success. And then the only way to get better at the shooting range is just to do it by repetition. You're going to miss skull icons a lot. It's going to be a very frustrating experience, but trust me, it's worth it as long as you stay with it, okay? The thing about the firing range is that you can save it for much later, like I said, or you can do them as they come up. And I think for me, I'm just going to do them as they come up because that's kind of the way that it's intended, right? So we'll go ahead and just do this one.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Okay, then you see these guys, the skull icons, you want to hit those. This is a secret right here to this level, is that you want to... Oh, no. Alright, so we'll let the round play out. Okay, so, like I said, as soon as you get the round, the actual like level completed, then it'll show you the bonus condition. So in order to achieve the bonus condition, we need to destroy all the pirates. Okay. There I just messed up because I didn't hit the dynamite perfectly. So we'll have to do it again. And that sucks. So we're gonna retry that because you do want to go for the skulls like after the first round, because that'll be the hardest thing to do going forward. And like I said, they're very finicky. Sometimes you'll actually hit the target and then it'll drop the entire target with not hitting the skull. Then here we want to get perfect shot on that. So. Those are going to be extremely hard to shoot. And what really sucks is that there's one attached to it. So there you go. Okay. Now, I don't really understand how to explain the every 1,000. I'm pretty sure that it's every 1,000 each round or something like that. But again, I don't know how to really clear those. I'm thinking you have to for the sake of a trophy, but I don't remember having to do that when I popped platinum back then. So I think all you generally have to do for these is just get an S rank in each and every single one of the firing ranges and get all the skulls obtained. I think those are the 2 trophies that you need to generally pass the firing range for trophy-wise. So for that, that's about the best that I want to do for this. So then we can move on to the rifle.
3, 2, 1, begin. Double kill.
And yes, the rifle is kind of a shit section. I don't like it. So already off the gate, I would just restart that because that's stupid.
3, 2,
You pretty much just, you can't be moving while you're doing the rifle stuff. They're very generous about the time that it takes, and this is not going well. Okay.
3, 2, 1, begin. Superb shot. Brilliant. Beautiful.
Reloading this thing sucks. This is the tough angle shot. You have to kind of watch the sailor. I don't know how I hit that. This one's a tricky one. You have to like aim for this guy right here. Like those. Like those. Like that. And then do some cleanup.
I'm speechless.
Okay. Then as long as you're hitting all the golds, that's really the only thing that matters. Like those extra silvers, I wouldn't really give it 2 shits about. I would just get golds. This one can be kind of difficult.
2, 1.
This is a trick shot here. You need to hit the barrel to reveal that. And then shoot the pirates.
That's it.
Now you need to switch.
You're an artist.
Hit that. Walk over. Touch the guy. Hit that. These guys spin, try to make themselves skinnier, so it's a little bit harder shot. You have to watch the sailor here. Oh no. Yeah, when you're off, you're off. It's pretty much over after that. The C rank rounds are a step above the rest.
That's the stuff. You're an artist, mate. Double kill. Incredible. Reload.
Like I said, it sucks to reload the sniper. It just takes too damn long.
Superb shot. Very good. Beautiful. It's a bullet bonanza. Fire everything you've got. Superb shot. You're an artist, mate. Beautiful. And that's the game.
And pretty much you're just trying to go for the skull icons at that point. 10,000 scored right there, so we'll see if that's how you do it.
Are you
Nah, I mean, look at that. It's so 10,000 scored, and then it doesn't, I don't think it clears off those random silvers that you get. So the highest you should end up with, I believe, is 12 silvers and then 6 golds. Yes. Okay.
do come again, stranger?
So we got the highest reward you can get in each round, I believe.
You can take out multiple targets with a single round. Rate of fire leaves a bit to be desired, though.
So it's odd how you don't get the check marks for completing that. So I think I struggled with that too. But for the most part, we did everything as perfectly as we could get it. And then what I will suggest now is you go back to the top. This is annoying, I know. But there's a really good reason why we do this. Because after all that hard work, you don't want to mess this up and do that again. Because what's going to happen is that we're going to use those tokens now and try to get some good prizes. But the problem with Resi 4 Remake is that the prizes can be duplicated.
Come to do some shooting.
And if we pull the same thing over and over again, it really sucks. You know what I mean? So let's just hope and pray that we actually get different stuff this round. If you use all golds, you'll pretty much be guaranteed it rare. Okay, so I got Leon with shotgun, which is a plus 40% ammo resale value. And then let's see what we get here. And like I said, you'll get pretty much duplicate. So that is not good. That's definitely worth a reset. So Magnum ammo. We get a beetle. We get plus 40% health recovery for Vipers from Don Pedro. I like how they gave everyone names too. And we get plus 100% health recovery for a black bass. So those rewards are done.
For every force where you shoot every skull, you get 2 gold tokens, and anywhere between 5 silver tokens. Note how the rolls work for the bottom line. Only the quantity of the mod types you put in matters, not the order you put them in. So if you put silver, gold, silver in, you get the same as if you put in silver, silver, gold, or gold, silver, silver. Makes sense? What's the matter? Silver, 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 gold, silver, gold, gold, and gold, gold, gold. With any of those combinations, there is a set assumption for self-bounty computation. These lists are seeded each time you start a new game on the game screen menu. The seed is saved on your save store. So if you load your game with the save file, you can find out in advance which charms will bounty on completion. If I had a total of 15 silver coins and 6 gold coins in my final shooting range rampage, with this many coins, I could do silver, silver, gold 6 times, and I would always get the same set of charms every time I reloaded my save. So, I was able to know in advance that if I punch in silver, silver, gold on the seed 6 times, I'll always get the bounty 5 charms. Zealot's Shield, Leon with Handgun, Chicken, Cute Bear, and Leon with Rocket Launcher. This is an incredibly predictable set as is. If I punch in silver, silver, gold the 6th time, I would get Merchant, but that would cost me all of my gold coins to do. I found, however, that when checking silver, 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 which I could do a maximum of 5 times if I spent no other coins, that I would get Merchant on the first roll. There was absolutely nothing of value to point out when I punched in silver, gold, gold the last number of times I could do it, which was 6, so I completely disregarded it. I could roll gold, gold, gold a maximum of 2 times, and my first gold, gold, gold roll would get me a rhinoceros beetle. Because I would be selling a lot of healing mats, with one of this being a no damage weapon, this doubles the amount I get back on every recovery I earn. If I sold every green, red, yellow mix I would be using, I would get 20,000 pesetas a month. I know you're probably not going to get this charm with your mod. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten it to keep it more fair for the rest of you. Silver.
All right, sorry about that. Take a little break. So basically, yes, the game is predetermined in how you get your rewards. You would have to go on to probably somebody else's YouTube channel that knows how to explain this stuff, or you can just kind of look it up on a Resident Evil wiki. And basically, there's a spreadsheet that shows like the different combinations of the silver and gold medals that you could use. Now, depending on your playthrough, whatever pops out of the machine is basically like what you're preset to have the entire game. So I don't think you're able to get every single charm in one run. You'll have to continuously play new game, new game, new game, new game, new game, right? And that's how that works. So whatever mine was, it's definitely got me hooked as far as right now, because it'll change when you go to the different ranges. But no matter how many times I reload the game, I'm always going to end up with the same charms, because you can't really manipulate it. You can manipulate how you get them, but you can't manipulate like getting the best reward or anything like that, because you're already on a predetermined state. And honestly, these things, some of them are really, really nice to have, and then there's others that are just kind of like meh. So when we look at our charms here, right, I ended up netting 2 Leons here. So the problem with this, though, is that you can't double it, right? You can only put 1 Leon or one of the same charms on your case at any given time. So you can't stack them or anything like that. So I'm going to maintain that one. Maintain the health recovery. And then I get a choice between all these. So I get 20% Magnum ammo for crafting bonus for Magnums. I can't use a Magnum right now, so this is completely useless. 40% ammo resale value. So I get more money for selling ammo to the merchant, which, why would you do that? Because you need ammo. So this ain't really a good charm either, but I got 2 of them, so that was my rarest drop I could get, I guess. No, the rarest drop I could have gotten so far was the rhinoceros beetle, because that came from a gold. And then the next time I put in a gold or whatever, it came out with a shotgun. And then a silver gave me another shotgun, which is ridiculous. So the black bass will give me 100% recovery for black bass, so basically eating the fish. Don Pedro, plus 40% health recovery for viper, so if I eat a viper, I get even more HP recovery. And then for the rhinoceros beetle, I get 100% recovery item resell, so I get double the value of my recovery items when I sell it to the merchant, which is, again, why would you do that? Because you're probably going to take damage, and the game's already early and hard enough as it is in order for that to even be a thing. So really, these charms aren't the greatest things in the world, and even like the better versions are, there's some that are like really good, like they mess with your knife and stuff like that, but other than that, these ones are pretty shit. So maybe your cycle gave you something better, and then you would use it for the entire game, and you know, I can't blame you for that. For now, though, I would probably just put the Leon shotgun, because if I do decide to sell ammo because I need to make space, then at least I get something back for that. We'll just go ahead and save over that.
Why not? Treat yourself, mate.
Okay. Once again, back to locked drawers. Thinking somewhere over here would have been another statue. I haven't been calling them out because I kind of, well, first off, I forgot to do that. And second off, I don't remember where they're all at because they're not moving around anymore. But they're really, generally, you just got to listen for them, and then when they start creaking, you'll hear the creaking, and then just shoot them. And you'll hit the Salazar statues as you go through the game. So another locked drawer, nothing we can do right now. Let's head on over. And that's pretty much the exploration of the boathouse this time around. It was a small place to begin with, too, in the first part, so no worries there. We're going to head on out. So once again, points of interest.
Look at the size of that. Looks like there's something over there. Fuck.
Oh, yeah. Back to some good old iconic shit, right? Okie doke. So now, the name of the game is to explore and figure out what we need to do. When low on boat fuel, the boat fuel is stored with the generator fuel inside the processing building at the fish farm. Take only what you need. So we're being alluded to a boat. Very good. Then this guy right here, you can see where this goes. We'll need 3 of those, so might as well just hold on to it. Go ahead and combo those. Then little things like this where you can actually make space, you might want to do that. And then we want to put that on instead of our real knife so that takes damage over it. And don't feel like if you're using the bolt thrower, feel free to go ahead and use those kitchen knives for your bolts, because the bolts are way more worth than having just the damn knife. Your regular knife can start pulling the weight that it's supposed to, like after you do the first durability.
Come on. Fill the tank when you're done.
And like I said about the medallions, you always want to be sure to make sure you're checking your map. He sways, so you want to line up that shot perfectly. Okay. Now, what's going to be really important about this part coming up is that we need space, because we're going to get a lot of snakes, and we only need 2 snakes in order to complete the little side mission for the merchant. So you want to go ahead and complete that while you're still in the village. And we're obviously en route to destroy the blue medallions. We've already done these 3. Viper hunt, like I said, we're going to come across the snakes we need, but we need to make sure that we are have inventory spots for that kind of stuff. And don't worry, our inventory space is going to be cleared up here pretty soon, because we actually have some encounters coming up in the next section. Pretty tough ones at that. So let's go on ahead and make our way over to the fishing village now, with majority of that already explored. Stone pedestal is the treasure, so don't worry about that. The rifle would not be a bad idea to have here, but you're going to do a lot of up close and personal as well, so you kind of want your full weaponry available.
God damn it.
So they love making Leon fall in this one, don't they? So you're like, what the hell?
Sorry.
Ahí está.
Okay, so then this is a good opportunity to make at least one thing of TMP ammo. Oh, it's actually got a crafting bonus there for TMP ammo. I don't know how that happened. I think randomly they will kind of do that for you, so you don't always need a charm. But obviously I'm not wearing any charms that increase my TMP ammo, count or whatever. So that was a nice little bonus for no reason. Inventory is getting real ugly. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of inventory manage like off camera because sometimes they can be really boring to look at when you're just sitting here in the menu. Yeah, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares remaining. So you saw, I mean, we just cleared up a lot of space just now, just from that little bit of encounter. Some. I mean, if you can save yourself the rounds, then do it too, you know? It's kind of hard to tell if he's going to turn into a... He turned into a mad one. There we go. So this section definitely can be worthy of your sniper rifle for sure. Because more than likely they're going to freak out like that, especially this later into the chapters. And just become all sorts of headaches now. So you don't want to be cornered and trapped. You kind of want to bring them back to a spot where you can control them. And then, as we can see, we have them coming all over the place right now.
Out of the way. Not bad, right?
The game is recognizing that we're getting kind of low on a certain ammo, so they're trying to give us some stuff. Critical. So the theme that we're seeing now at this later chapter stuff is that they are becoming a little bit more resistant to headshots, which is why you absolutely need to probably start pumping into your bullet damage just a little bit, just so that can get taken care of. And here's a snake. Want to go and poke him. Grab the viper. And we need one more. So you need one more in order to fulfill the quest line. And then any extras that you find, you can just keep for your own inventory sort of purposes. Pretty much got back what we just lost on him. And then just keep hunting those blue medallions. So you check around the corners and stuff. You never know when ammo could just be kind of laying up in here. I am guaranteed to run into one of those things at least once per run. It happens every single time I play. So when it happens, you'll get a good laugh out of it. They are worth keeping around though, because more enemies will kind of chase us around and stuff like that. So if you can lead them into their own traps, then it just saves you bullets and time, to be honest. So this was something that was always here as well in this section of the game. So we got the antique pipe. Pipe for exceptional craftsmanship. Very nice. Very cool. I didn't see how much that was worth, actually. 7,000? Yeah. But I mean, it's 7,000 more than you wouldn't have had, so they're worth picking up. Now, this one you have to disarm because it's in the way. But remember, you can use these as explosive barrels if you need to. Okay. Then down here we can see a little snake. Kill the snake. Make sure you pick up the hexagon piece B. And then we got all the medallions. So, wonderful. Then I think there's actually a few snakes in here. I don't think there was just one. I think there might have been 2 or 3. Guess my memory don't work no more. Yeah, still checking corners, still making sure that we're doing all the right things, right? Want to check this. Make sure you get that. That's important. There you go. Make sure you're viewing where you can go, what you can do. We got a chicken egg. I wish you had the ability to use it. I didn't put the scope away. That probably would have saved a little space there, right? There you get the fuel. Should be something in the room too. Yeah, very hard to see. Oops. Silver token. Okay. So you get you some of those for free. You don't really want to leave this place like empty-handed or anything like that. So probably just craft something. And then now we can pick that up and actually use it. Full HP, never hurt anybody. Grab the boat fuel.
This is what I'm talking about.
I knew there was another Viper. And then what really makes that important, though, I guess, is since we have the rhinoceros beetle and we can resell healing items, I mean, you don't have to keep the animals in your loot. Like, as soon as we sell these, you can just, like, sell the Viper and it'll give you even more money. So that's probably what I'm going to do because I usually don't even pick them up because I already know that you get a lot of herbs as it is. So the animals are nice to have for, like, regular heals through the world, but other than that, they're really, it's not that great. Then you kind of see him running away already. Let's gather them up. I don't like the only one here. Typically it's more than that. So yeah, it was really odd that the one villager got through. It was supposed to be a bunch of them that came through, but this is what we ended up with, so just stay away from the ladder a little bit so she doesn't pop shot you. He's actually taking a few shots. Go for you, my dude. He's gonna freak out now. Silly villagers. That would have been funny if that tripwire was still there, because I would have definitely ran into it. Yeah. So nothing too panic mode, right? Just gotta focus up a little bit, and you'll be all right. They really just want to like press the issue of like these villagers being much quicker than they were in their old days. So you feel like the rush and the panic to kind of rush your shots and freak out and get cornered a lot easier. But if you just kind of stay calm and pick and choose your avenues of approach, you know, kind of manipulate the AI of the enemies, then I mean you're golden in Resi 4. It's the same exact thing that it was in the old one. So that was a good fishing village. Like I said, the rifle could probably save you a few more rounds for your pistol if you just kind of pop it out and kind of snipe them around from high spots or whatever. They like to bunch up a lot, so grenades, all that kind of stuff. I just like to use grenades on the big bull guys because they take a lot of bullets to hit normally. And then there's no need to go back as long as you grab what you grabbed. And then head on over to the boat. Before we go to the boat, though, we need to go turn in some quests. And then once we get on the boat, we are actually going to jump into another, or I guess, the first boss. Mini boss. I'll say mini boss. I guess the chainsaw guy was the first mini boss, and then this one's like the second mini boss.
Took care of her. Good
There
stuff.
it is.
Got a selection of good things on sale.
Sell the pipe, sell the velvets, and then sell those
Ruby's
two
all rubbish. It makes
vipers.
no difference. The price. This is what I'm talking about.
And then exit.
Come back anytime. I knew I could count on you. Well then, what can I do you for?
So now you can buy the Punisher if you want a new handgun. Still going to be short for the laser sight if you didn't go that route. So you basically have to advance all the way up to this point, and then you would have just under still, I think. No, you would have just enough for a laser and a Punisher, but you would only be left with 2 of your spinels. So,
Will that be all then?
yeah. Yeah, repair your knives.
Crossing your T's, dotting your I's. That's the way to be.
I would upgrade the power.
We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend.
And then maybe the power of the pistol. Yeah,
Try that
let's do
on the
that.
size.
Not really worried about capacity just yet. Just yet. And if need be, we can start slotting diamonds in and making it a little bit better for ourselves if we have
I'll
to.
buy almost anything.
And then you're running out of time to go ahead and purchase the bolt thrower now if you're going to do it on the discount. I don't need it, so I'm not going to use that thing. I love it, but not for this round. Okay, so that's firing range, merchant stuff. We got a little key, so we might want to remember to do that now. This is the earliest key, right? There's a key in the church, but I don't want to go back there just yet. Yeah, so go ahead and use that key right here. Another item. A brass pocket watch, antique watch, shows signs of use, good for selling only. Very well. For selling only.
Oh, welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale. Thank you.
Okay. And then, yeah, if we put on that charm, we can just sell the Viper. I'll keep it for now, though, because one of the sections coming is pretty tough, so... Might want more ways to heal than I'm thinking right now. And then, now we're starting to see a little influx of ammo coming from the sniper rifle, so we have to manage that at some point. Like, pulling it out and actually using the gun. So we'll think on that for a little bit. But yeah, so boathouse area, the little fish farm was pretty much the major section of this area like it was in the original. And then now we got the stuff we needed, so we got to head over to the boat and get across the lake so we can continue on with what we're trying to do here. All submissions and requests are completed up to this point. We collected what we needed to collect and got all comms logs up to this point in the game. So, next time, boat and mini boss. Thanks for watching.